Lille 1. So just to lay that out for you, you can see there that I don't think anybody in this stadium would disagree that it is Arsenal who are going to go through to the quarter-final, barring some kind of miracle at the Emirates next week. And of course it would be one of the Madrid sides they face. It is Real Madrid who've got their noses in front at the moment. Tomorrow, of course, is the first leg of PSG Liverpool, and Aston Villa looking good after their away win. Arsenal performance tonight, everything that we discussed pre-match that you wanted to see from Arsenal was right there for 90 minutes.
What striker? Do they need a striker? I'm not so quite sure. Look, I think it's great. I mean, Declan speaks so well. He gives such an insight into what people don't see behind the scenes, and just how excited he is about the academy players coming through, not the ones that have just played tonight. But do you know what? They've got a leader in that dressing room who's taken that role. Responsibility. He takes it all on. Look, he didn't get the goal, but you can just tell he is that heartbeat in that squad. And do you know what? An absolute performance tonight, an absolute statement. Look, I know PSV, they took out Juventus, and it was quite intimidating the start of this game. But look, they silenced all of that, and now no one wants to play Arsenal in the Champions League. This is what we were saying before. They're a lot more equipped because the games are a little bit slower, but they played at this pace and energy. I'd love to ask Mikel. At times in games, you always feel like 1 or 2, that's fine. We'll just hold back and keep possession, but they were just ruthless. They were ruthless tonight. Well,
you'll get your chance to speak to Mikel when he comes and joins us here, but they went for the kill, didn't they, tonight, Arsenal?
Yeah, I mean, we talked at half-time about potentially PSV coming out and, giving it a right go, and then Arsenal came out and were like, we're putting you to bed. It's time to go to sleep. And pretty much how they performed in that second half was they had that killer instinct. They weren't messing around, they weren't showboating or doing anything, getting overly confident. They were saying, we're here to do a job. We're going to continue to pry at these guys. Obviously, PSV were playing man-to-man, so there was a lot fluid in their movements, like Declan Rice had said, and they created so many chances, and they were so comfortable as well. It was a professional performance. The experienced players we asked for before the game, we said, are those guys going to step up? Odegaard showed what he was about. Rice did his thing, and of course we got Ethan Waneri, who's a young player, but he was absolutely magnificent tonight. You have to give the full team credit for that performance. It was an amazing team performance by them.
They haven't scored in 3 of their last 4 games. They've now recorded the biggest ever away win in knockout stage of Champions League history. How do you go from that first stat to what we saw tonight?
Yeah, I thought they were really emphatic tonight. I thought they got bodies in the box. I thought Declan Rice, just hearing from there, I thought he was fantastic tonight. Very unlucky not to get a goal, but I thought some of his forward runs, getting in the box, almost filling in for that number 9 at times, with his late runs into the penalty area. Thought he was fantastic. Thought Waneri was incredible. At 17 years of age to come and play in the knockout stage of the Champions League, to show his flair, his ability, his willingness to get shots off. I thought he was fantastic. On the flip side of that, I thought PSV's defending was woeful. So not taking anything at all away from Arsenal. Thought the defending from PSV was not very good at all. But a really emphatic performance tonight from Arsenal.
There's the gaffer here.
Congratulations, Mikel.
Thank you.
Was that everything you wanted from your team tonight?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, when we talk about boxes in the Champions League, how important they are, I think today is one of the greatest examples. So happy for the boys, because the last 2 games we haven't scored a goal, and all the noise around it, and to be able to put the performance and the goals that we put tonight, very impressive.
Mikel, we've all been in this situation before as players when you see one of your teammates getting booked. How important was that? It could have gone a different way completely for Lewis tonight, but
I haven't seen the second action, but when there is so much noise as well, you play away from home, I didn't want to take any risk.
Yeah.
At that point, you're 3-0 up, so I guess you make that decision with a confidence that you feel you've got this game.
Yeah, I did it before with 2-0 up, because obviously the game could change immediately. They are very experienced players, they know what to do, and he's very young, so it will be over. So a very clear message.
Did that penalty just before half-time, obviously for PSV, was that kind of at the forefront of your mind, that they felt maybe they could have a little bit of a swing coming back?
Yeah, because the momentum can shift, and there's a team that is very used to winning. They have a lot of capacity to generate chances in various situations. So if you come out and they score the second one, it's game on, and you don't want to put yourself in that position.
It was the biggest scoreline in an away win in Champions League history in the knockout stages. They've not been beaten 7-1 for the best part of 90 years. This is their worst defeat ever. So many stats were tumbling tonight with Arsenal's performance against PSV. Did you see this performance in your team coming? You know, you just mentioned there you hadn't scored for 2 games, 3 games in 4 you hadn't scored a goal.
No, but this is the beauty of football. You know, it's focus on what you are doing, try your best, and what happens, nobody knows. Nobody's got the magic card, the right answer, because this is a very random game and anything can happen.
Does this shift momentum for you now? Can you feel the energy? You've got, as always, a tough run of games coming up, and next week you've got to finish off PSV, of course.
Yeah, that's a big one, obviously. It's a massive result away from home in a competition that we love, that we missed for so many years. So today is a special night for us.
But you've got to go to Old Trafford at the weekend.
Yeah, in a few days we're gonna be there. It's gonna be a really tough one, and we know that always that's a massive game. We have 3 days to prepare that. Go again. They will have PSV. They will have Chelsea. So this doesn't stop, unfortunately.
We've talked about Miles obviously having to leave the game a bit early, but Ethan, the guys have just been waxing lyrical about his performance tonight. How accomplished he looks for a player who's
17, 18 years old. You know, to be doing what they are doing shows incredible maturity, but as well they're doing that because of the other players, the way they support them, they make them better, and the fact that they have a lot of courage and the way they play, the way they make decisions. I mean, our fullbacks, Miles makes an assist here. Juren scores ahead. Calafiori makes a run as a nice scores with the right foot. That's the team that I want to see. That take initiative and they want to make things happen.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And best of luck next
All
week.
right, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
See you.
Thank you.
Sunday.
They haven't lost a Champions League game at home all season, though, and this was a team that only lost a 58-game unbeaten run last week, PSV, and I know their confidence has been rattled lately, but did you see any kind of capitulation like that coming tonight?
Do you know, Arsenal were clinical as well, and you've got to feel for the PSV players at times, because you've got to then go out there and be professional and try and get a result. But like Daniel was saying there, Arsenal didn't give them a step to breathe at all, and that was the message that I was relate to them, that let's get this done tonight. I mean, obviously Timber chatting there thinking, you know, still a lot to do. Look, they've got to say the right things, I get it, but look.
Yeah, but he was interested to see which Madrid side had gone ahead tonight. He did, to be fair, didn't he?
But look, it's absolutely real, incredible. Exactly, but this is what I'm saying. They're so focused, but that's a reflection of the manager. The players are reflecting that, and that little break has done them the world of good. It really did.
Yeah, and I mentioned that Manchester City had a 3-0 lead over Dutch side this season and ended up drawing 3-3 as we went to the break at half-time. Well, Arsenal did not heed any of that kind of history, did they? They came out, as you said, Daniel, just going, right, we're not going to let this team back in here, we're going to finish this off.
And that's the main thing for them, psychologically. You know, you want to come out and show what you're about in the second half, make sure that they know what time it is. Hey, we're here to press you, we're here to put you under pressure. When you have the ball, we're not going to give you a second to breathe. We're counter-pressing, we're on the front foot. And I think for Arsenal, this is now something to build on for them. You know, both teams maybe coming into the game were a little bit low on confidence in terms of, you know, PSV losing 2 games, Arsenal having a draw and a loss before the game, and there were question marks about the goal-scoring abilities of Arsenal. Have they put that to bed tonight? There's 6 different goal scorers.
I mean, is that something that's been implemented from the setup, from the staff and the players itself being tonight?
Yeah, I think so. I think we've had a little extra focus on it after the last few games, and we know we have the quality. We've done it so many times. See it today when we play on this level. Then it's really fun to play. We create so much, and yeah, we know we have it there. So it was good to get everything out today.
And for you, you know, saw you today making runs in the box, ensuring that you're in those goal-scoring positions. Is it in the back of your mind sometimes that you want to get on the score sheet? And I know you're a very creative footballer, but is that something that you want to add more to your game, considering your previous stats over the other seasons? You're a goal-scoring player.
Yeah, of course. I think every player in my position want to, you know, influence the game with goals, assists, and create chances. And for me, this season personally, I haven't been good enough. So yeah, it's something I work on every day, you know, to improve. And yeah, today I got 2 and 1 assist, so that's a good step.
Can we talk a little bit about the youngsters out there tonight, and that goal that was made in the academy, obviously with Miles assisting for Ethan there? Tell us about those 2 and what they're like, you know, in terms of the confidence that they showed out there tonight, which of course you senior players will have to guide them and give them a little bit.
Yeah, unbelievable, but they play like they've been here for many years already, you know. Yeah, tricky position to be in, you know, when you're on the yellow and you have a tough challenge there as well. So I think he took that really well, and yeah, we're all there to support him now and help him, and yeah, I'm sure he will learn from that as well, and yeah, just be ready for the next game now.
And I got to ask one thing, going back to Madrid, not sure which Obviously, he's still got a lot to do. Maybe people looking at the scoreline, not so much. But look, something that you must be excited for.
Yeah, obviously it would be special, to go back there. But any team, is it's an amazing team at this stage, and whoever we get, we will enjoy it and be ready.
I see the smile on your face, man. That sounds like something you want to achieve, But
I think we have to finish our job first, at home, and then we'll see who we get.
For sure.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of jeopardy ahead of that one next week. I know you can't say it, we can. But those youngsters there, you were that 16-year-old kid going into Real Madrid. I'm sure there were senior players who put their arm around you, and we talked, these guys all had those players when they were youngsters in the Champions League. Do you consciously do that with them? Do you speak to them, or...?
Yeah, I try, to help them. Obviously, I've been in a similar position, and I know what it's like to be a young player coming through, and it's not... And it's just a joy to play with them.
Well, Daniel's got a presentation.
Yes, got a little gift for you here, player.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You've been incredible today. Well deserved. Player of the match, my boy.
Thank you.
Respect.
Cheers. Thank you, man.
Congratulations.
Probably.
And
Thank you.
Best of luck next week.
Thank you so much.
Well done.
Good to see you, man.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you, man.
Well, it would be one.
An historic night in terms of the scoreline. First, you said yesterday, let's change the narrative. You've done that, haven't you?
Yeah, I think that we've done that massive performance from the team. I'm proud of the guys. We showed today in the Champions League again that we're capable of a lot, and we put ourselves in a good position for next week.
Yeah, Arsenal's biggest ever win away from home in the Champions League. What worked, especially in the attacking sense?
I think we was fluid. We had enthusiasm. We had the drive, the hunger. It's the knockout round of the Champions League. But look, we've been playing like this all season. We just spoke about a narrative. I think we feel as players we've been doing well. Sometimes we score 5 or 6, sometimes we score 2 or 3, sometimes we can lose by 1, and that's where we need to keep pushing as a team with the mentality. And tonight we certainly done that, especially when they come back into the game 3-1. It could have sat back, but we had the opportunity to go and score more goals, and I think you see that in the second half. It was massive performance.
Well, you started it. What was better, your header or Declan's cross?
His header.
No, I'm not sure. But the moment you touch it, I know what's going to come in my head, bro. No, amazing cross. I think good header as well. Nice to open the score here, in Holland.
Nice for you after 11 appearances against PSV, and you've scored against them now.
It's the first time, I've scored against them as well. No, I have to win here, Rivals of Ajax, so I have to win here. Amazing win today. I'm happy.
Injuries aren't good, but they give players a chance, and Ethan Nwaneri has had his chance. Where do you place his performance tonight?
Top. 17 years old, playing on the biggest stage in football. It's crazy. We see him every day. All of the lads have taken him under our we're taking him under our wing. Same with Miles, and they deserve to be playing. You should see him train the way they have, no fear, the way they want to come and perform. He was brilliant tonight.
But it gives him he gets that chance, and he's taking it. And what's he showing?
Listen, even if Sachs was still here, Ethan would be still in and around the team and getting minutes, because trust me, he trains that well and he's that good. He's with us. Same with Miles, even though he come off due to the yellow card. We have 2 youngsters, and we have plenty more coming through who are so good as well. But such a big night for us, and now onto the home game. Nothing's done yet. We've got to keep pushing and see what happens.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say though, guys, you have a trip to Madrid coming.
Yeah, what was the score?
2-1 Real, I believe. That was the latest score.
Yeah,
that's a bit closer.
First next week. But what I said, we put ourselves in a good position for next week. Finish it, and then after we'll see.
Thank you. Well done.